Let's try and understand what's happening with the sector dynamics as far as that space is concerned. Mr. Aditya Jhaver, the director at CRISIL Ratings, is joining us for just that. Aditya, hi, appreciate you making time for ET. Now, let's begin by discussing what your own expectations are. Because in your report, you talk about 8 to 10% growth in the domestic formulation. Is there any specific vertical that you want to highlight as seeing the maximum amount of growth? What are the factors that can support this growth?
Yeah. So first of all, good afternoon and thanks for inviting me. So on the Indian pharma sector, as you rightly mentioned, we are expecting an 8 to 10% growth, which will be supported by the steady domestic growth which we are seeing. Increased exports to the regulated markets, while on the semi-regulated markets we may still face headwinds. So now, if I discuss the domestic market first, what we're expecting is 8 to 10% growth in the domestic market. Now, this will be both a realization and volume based. A realization growth of around 5 to 6%, which will be supported by the price increases for both the scheduled and the non-scheduled drugs, and then around 3 to 4% volume growth, which will be because of the new launches which the pharma companies would be undertaken. Now, in terms of the therapies, what we are expecting is the chronic segment is something which will be driving this growth because of the steady increase in the lifestyle-related diseases, and obviously the continued emphasis on the health awareness. On the export market, the expectation is the formulation in rupees term will grow by around 7 to 9%. Again, this will be more because of volumes, new product launches which the companies are undertaking, and some moderation in the price pressure which we saw in the US market. European market may witness some moderation because of the clawback taxes being introduced. Asian markets may do stable, while the African markets may continue to face the forex reserves related issues which they faced last year. On the profitability side, also, what we are expecting a 100 basis point kind of an improvement at an EBITDA level, and this will be driven by the the input price corrections which we have seen recently, plus the logistic cost which was significantly higher last year is also more or less under control. So yeah, so broadly these are our views on the pharma on both the revenue and the EBITDA levels.
Well, Aditya, Somit this side. So we have been seeing a strong growth when it comes to the ophthalmotherapy. How do you expect this to sustain even going forward, or this was just a one-off in the last couple of months that we have seen more than 25% plus growth?
So broadly on the growth side, these kind of growths may not continue for a longish period of time. And as I was talking about on the therapies, chronic is where we see higher growth because the focus is more right now on the the health awareness and health related diseases. So that's where we see good kind of growth coming in. While these numbers may not be sustainable for a longish period of time.
Okay, I'm not sure whether you would be tracking this or not, but the market buzz is that the paracetamol prices and the demand are expected to be increasing or improving going forward. Are you seeing any trends on that front?
On prices, you are asking? Yes, so prices, the pharma companies have undertaken price increases this year. It's inflation linked for the scheduled drugs. It's how it works. And for the non-scheduled drugs also, the price increases have been taken. In our growth expectation also, we are building a 5 to 6% kind of a growth on the revenue coming from the prices only. That's more for the domestic market I'm talking, and then that's what we are building also. And then another 3-4% is which will primarily come from the volumes because of the new launches which these players will be undertaking.
Okay, actually my question was specific to one of the products, that was paracetamol, that we are hearing in the market. So are you seeing any uptrend in the prices of paracetamol?
Not. I think there were, but not to that extent is what I am saying. And paracetamol, I think may not see that kind of price increase which you are saying right now for a good period of time.
Well, thank you, Aditya. That would be all, and thank you for giving us all those details.